Welcome to Special Grade Snax. It's a Jujutsu Kaisen watch-along podcast, and we're your Special Grade Snax. I'm Sara.
And I'm Kay.
It's it's been another 2 weeks, and nothing bad has emerged about the productions happening on Jujutsu Kaisen television program.
God, what are we even gonna do about that, honestly?
Like, I kind of just want to talk about it up front, because it's like, so for those of you that are unaware, there have been, like, a lot of stuff, like, surrounding the production of Jujutsu Kaisen movie and season 2. Like, there have been, like, rumblings about this, I felt like, for the last, like, month or two, ever since the season started.
Credits on an episode will have, like, 50 different outside animators doing one scene each, and you're like,
right.
Is that normal?
Yeah, and, it's, and, like, these past 2 weeks, like, the fucking levee broke open, because, like, on Monday or Tuesday of this week, when we're recording, so like the 12th, 13th of November, just like a bunch of animators started posting like severely doomer shit, like the party is over. One of them, the one that like really keeps sticking in my craw, is the one who like posted one of the animator girls from Shirobako show like about to hang herself.
Yeah, this was after, apparently, they had directly asked for a pause, and were told no.
Yeah, because we also found out this week that, well, we found out a couple weeks prior that Jujutsu Kaisen movie had been animated in about 4 months.
Which is crazy. You've seen how good that movie looks.
I don't know how that is possible. I just, like, even on, like, not, like, obviously the amount of like horror there is on terms of like man labor being forced to make that sort of production, but also like even on a sheer logistical level, I'm just having an existential crisis thinking about.
Yeah, just like an unbelievable amount of crunch every single day, like 1 hour work.
And like there was definitely like when that article came out like a month or two ago about Jujutsu Kaisen animators being forced to sign an NDA to not talk about the horrible conditions they're working under, I was like,
yeah,
well, that doesn't seem very good.
But maybe that's the business, baby. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's just like, well, it doesn't seem very good, but I also like didn't know if this was like regular style bad. Not that I want to, say any amount of employee abuse is good or anything, but like...
Yeah, but the anime industry as a whole is kind of known for this, right?
Yeah. I didn't know if this was like a business, like a sort of business as usual practice that fucking sucks, that was only getting extra eyes on it because it was on Jujutsu Kaisen, or if it was markedly bad. And from what I've seen this past 2 weeks, it seems like it might be the latter.
Yeah, it's really crazy to me, because there's apparently like some sort of fine that MAPPA will incur if they delay the production or whatever. But
yeah, because the amount of advertising dollars tied up in like the amount of advertisements that the TV broadcast sold to people, that's like, hey, if you pay us this much money, we'll broadcast your ad when Jujutsu Kaisen is on the air.
But it's not like they'll never release the episode, So like I understand that there would be a fine, but Jujutsu Kaisen makes like $1 billion a day.
Really does. It really does.
So there's like, it's just like pure greediness to not want to delay in any way.
Right.
It's really disgusting.
It's cutting off your nose to save your face. Except for it won't save your face. You'll just bleed
all
out.
Your animators die, and then you don't have a show.
Yeah, and all of them quit, and no one wants to work for your studio anymore that you have been... The one that, like, explodes me that I've been thinking about is the one where the head of the studio, whose name is escaping me currently, said that he wanted to be, like, Kyoto Animation and another studio that is also escaping me, that is just, like, renowned for its quality, and also that have historically treated their animators well. Like, if I remember correctly, KyoAni is, like, known for treating its animators well.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, just like, oh yeah, we want to just like fast track our way to being like one of the most respected and enjoyed animation studios. So we're just gonna take on a bunch of like highest profile things that we can and just shred our creators to the bone.
Yeah, and they like pretty notably hire like young hotshot directors. So they're less good about getting good conditions for themselves, you know, because they don't feel like they can advocate.
Yeah.
So it's really insidious, honestly.
Yeah, no, I think MAPPA should die.
It's really bad. I don't know what's gonna happen. Because like you were saying, like, they finished this season, and what are they gonna do? All these animators have produced incredible work for the season, so they can go somewhere else.
Right, like they have like anyone who's got a credit on anything that was produced this season is just like, yeah, you can pretty much go work where the fuck ever. Like that is like a fucking blue chip stock of like on a resume.
There's more seasons of Jujutsu Kaisen to adapt. You can't do this on
the
second season. What are you thinking?
Are they going to like?
Yeah, maybe MAPPA said, "Oh, we hate the culling game too. Let's just get what we can."
No, but it's like what does this series look like? I feel weird because like at some point we're going to start talking about the episodes, but it's like, what does this show look like next week? Like,
yeah, hopefully there's no show next week, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky.
Yeah, but like, what are we just going to get a fucking slideshow to round out the season, like in Eizouken when like they just didn't have time to finish like a part of their student film?
Yeah, it's like people were saying that like they're finishing the episode like less than an hour before it's airing in Japan. So they're like taking a week to make these episodes.
Right.
Like I'm sure like there's like different teams and like some people are starting a little earlier. Like this, they specifically said that with this first episode where they were going to talk about like the director started like weeks in advance because he wanted to do stuff with the fire and everything.
Right.
But overall, there's like a week turnaround on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, and I keep like thinking about like I think on the first episode of this season I made some comment about this Utahime and Neme sequence looks. I'm really they really fleshed it out and they really put a lot of animation into it, and I can't wait to find out how many bodies were burned at the stake in order to make this happen. And
yeah. A lot, apparently. Yeah.
A lot, apparently. And it's just like every single time I see anything that's like, completely added to the source material. This is the first time in my life that I've been watching a show and been mad about the things that they're adding to it. Because in the first episode we're going to talk about, like when Toji like stomps the ground and like pokes every single piece of rubble to explode bunnies. Every bunny. We just got a 30-second of bunny massacre, and it's like what it looks nice.
The bunnies don't even fight in the manga. That's
no,
not their goal.
They don't.
There's
like a minute and a half long song of Toji sequence like Toji washing Megumi and just his bunnies. He uses one of the bunnies to beat up the other bunny.
He does.
Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard like some rumblings about maybe a strike, but I don't know if it'll actually happen.
I hope that it does. I really, truly hope that it does.
I hope that we're not recording in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, like if I can be perfectly glib with you, like even recording this is making me feel a slight bad taste in my mouth because it's like now we just talk about this and then we're gonna be like, well, the episodes did look, say what you.
I mean, we can compliment the animators without complimenting MAPPA.
No, that's very true. That's very true. They did a really good job on these episodes. I just hope they get more time to do a really good job on the rest of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I also really hope we're not recording in 2 weeks. You are my specials.
My special?
Your special.
I like that this one starts with Jogo being like, my ass is finished. But,
yeah, my ass.
We don't get back to him until later.
I did not stay in that office like I should have.
I better keep my ass in that coffin of the Iron Mountain.
Yeah, his ass just getting handled like a basketball. Like it's the fucking soccer Juju Sanpo, but real this time.
Yeah.
You are my special. The very start of the episode is Jogo getting his ass handed to us, and then we just get the OP, and then we come back to Megumi stirring up versus Toji.
There's a more important battle going on, just so you know.
Yeah. Toji does his cool shadow step move because like he like the camera blocking is like Megumi's head is like very close to the camera and Toji is like a good 20 or so feet away, just like walking in the crosswalk. And then as soon as he like passes in front of Megumi's head or passes behind Megumi's head, like Fushiguro whips his head around and like Toji is behind him suddenly.
I like that he's immediately like, oh, this is like a good Maki. I understand. I know the situation perfectly.
Yeah. I know this guy. Yeah. I've fought someone like this before.
She beats my ass too.
Yeah. It's like Ed fighting Slicer and being like, oh, I fought someone just like you before. This shit's easy. We learned that Inumaki has saved all of the normies in this area. Not enough.
We saw him kind of do it.
Yeah, not enough normies for what's going to happen in this episode, in these next 2 episodes, but you know, a good handful of them.
Yeah, we kind of see them in the second one.
Yeah, we see the extent to which he saved them. Toji like just stances up with the spear, and Megumi is like, I've just read The Secret. I need to manifest winning this. Yeah. I need to picture myself winning in order to winning this.
I like that he's like, oh, I gotta figure out a way that I would win, and then he immediately starts running away. Like, oh, maybe there wasn't one.
Yeah, he summons Benui. He summons fleeting hares, right?
Yeah, the escape rabbits.
Yeah, escape rabbits.
He can make a lot of bunnies in this one.
He makes so many fucking bunny.
Cause like when he has 2 dogs, right? 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And when one of those dogs dies, he doesn't have that dog anymore.
Yeah, but when
it feels like he does have infinite bunnies. I feel like that's the ability.
He also has infinite frog too.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, the frogs sometimes.
Infinite frogs. I mean, that one's called Bottomless Well, so like that makes sense to me.
Well, because the small frogs are like a combo, right? It's Nue and the frog combined.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The one big frog is like the frog.
Yes, exactly.
Also, later he talks about like how his power works and how he gets his guys.
Yeah.
So like, how do you fight a billion bunnies, or does he have to just fight one?
Right. That's the thing. Like, I'm wondering, like, how, and also like these can meaningfully die. How does Benui? Do you kill if you kill every Benui? Does he lose access to it, or can he just make more? Because it feels like there's not a cap on the number of Benui.
Yeah, it feels like there's infinite Benui to me.
Just infinite Benui.
But I am curious about what subjugating the escape rabbit looks like.
Yeah.
Because when he does his ritual, we'll get to it. But there is an arena initially, but then he can just go wherever. So what if the bunnies just run away? You know, like, how are you going to beat them?
Right.
Maybe subjugating the bunnies is just about catching them. Dogs are not that.
There is a villain in season 2 of ReZero, which is just a fuckload of highly carnivorous bunnies. Whoa. Like that's the villain. They're just wild rabbits that just eat humans. I don't remember how they're defeated because there are a lot of them. The protagonist Subaru Natsuki gets eaten very badly by them in the second season. It's kind of nasty, frankly.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he died.
But he came back. It's not that.
He's always doing this.
It's okay. He'll learn his lesson.
Yeah, maybe. He learns his lesson. If you had adhered to our original bargain, you would have seen him learn a lesson. I watched as many episodes as I was supposed to.
No, our original agreement was for each one episode of Loki I watched, you would watch 2 episodes of ReZero because it was an equal time commitment, more or less.
I'm sure that I watched 12 episodes.
You did not. You watched 6.
Let me look at this. I swear I watched a lot of episodes.
I am all but certain you stopped after 6 episodes, and I didn't want to push you on it because you didn't seem like you were having a very good time.
No, it looks like I did only watch 6. Fuck. How could this happen?
Told you.
Damn it. Oh well. It was so long ago.
Yeah. It's okay. You'll never get back to it.
No, I don't think I will. Oh well.
I have to quote unquote respect it. What were we? Yeah, okay. Natsuki Subaru exploding. Oh yeah, bunny fight. There's just like this is like the 1.5-minute sequence that they just added entirely to the anime of like Megumi trying to hit Toji and him just fending him off entirely with just one hand.
Yeah, they like run into like an abandoned warehouse or something.
Yeah.
And he just starts throwing bunnies at him, and these bunnies are going hard.
Yeah. At one point, he there's a bunch of bunnies that are about to attack him all at once, and he throws his staff up in the air, stomps the ground, which causes it to break, and then uses his fingers to just poke every piece of stone directly into a bunny's forehead to make them explode into a shower of blood and fur.
He does like a shrapnel attack. I was pretty surprised to see the bunnies exploding in such a bloody fashion. I kind of think they had that stuff in them.
I kind of thought it would be like a shadow goop.
Yeah, exactly. But no, there's like eyeballs flying. But then they turn to goop after.
But there was also like a distinction between that. Like, you know, like in season 1, I remember like multiple sequences of Nue dissolving into goop versus like Demon Dog or Orochi exploding into blood. Mm-hmm. So maybe these bunnies are dead forever. Maybe Megumi has just a stockpile of Banuis that just gets... He's like the wine lady. He's the wine lady from I Think You Should Leave.
I'm scared of how much I need bunnies.
I only have a fixed amount of bunnies that get smaller every day until I die.
Probably. But then he can like summon like a frog with bunny ears, you know?
Yeah.
He can combine their powers.
After Banui Massacre, we cut away to Kusakabe and Panda, which I was like, when Kusakabe showed up, I was like, was I too harsh on him? Do I really hate him?
He's the guy who sucks badly.
He is the guy who sucks badly because Kusakabe is making Panda check every single building, and Panda's ass gets stuck in a bathroom.
Yeah, they're looking for hypothetical young elementary school students with the little bucket hats on.
Yeah, and with a little baby kitten. Kusakabe is like, Kusakabe is just like, oh, there could be babies. What if they were saving a kitten? What if they all died? Would you even care?
Your fault, idiot.
And Panda's like, oh, I can't believe I've been so heartless. I will go scour for all the babies.
Yeah, so he's not doing well either. He's acting quite stupid.
Yeah. Panda is just kind of dumb. He doesn't know better. He is just following. Listen, for all we can hate Panda, I feel like a lot of his faults come from the fact of him trusting his superiors, that being Yaga and Kusakabe. So, like, not exactly given a chance to shine, Panda has.
Yeah, but Kusakabe is, like, telling Panda to just, like, hang around this area doing nothing. And his internal monologue is like, fuck, dude. I'm not going to fight those guys. They put Gojo in a box.
I better keep my ass in this office or Literally. The funny part about this that Kusakabe mentions is that, like, Panda's like, how do we get to floor B5? And then later Kusakabe's like, we're actually really, really close to floor B5.
We gotta get out of here. We have to get somewhere else.
But Panda doesn't know this because he is a panda who does not live in society.
He doesn't bend to Shibuya. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
They can't let him go there.
No, they can't. I think it would be funny for him to just pretend to be a giant stuffed animal that Maki won at the fair and just have him like stow away on the. I think that'd be like
there's like mascots all over Japan. I think he could make it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see this is what. God, the filler episode of Jujutsu Kaisen of Panda goes to the market. Panda, like, what's that like that thing that like it's not just Japan that does it. Like a whole bunch of countries do, but like you send a child on an errand for their first time. There's like a word for it.
I don't know the word for it. I know what you mean though.
But like, yeah, they just send Panda.
TV show about it.
Yeah, they just like send Panda on that. he goes on his first errand.
The irony is he could have gone out on Halloween.
Oh God, he could have. He could have.
Wow, cool panda costume, dude. This rules.
Are you like from? You're from Tekken. You got the boxing gloves.
Yeah, and then Ghetto Simp Squad shows up, and they're
Ghetto
like,
Simp Squad. Yeah,
we're here. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll hear more about them later, but they are here.
Yeah. The two of them have the two that we see mostly in this episode have like a slight redesign. One of them just seems to have beaten up very badly, but the girl, I fucking love the girl's design. This is like his ghetto secretary girl from the movie.
Yeah.
She's wearing like a dress and like a cool white like a Kotsu-esque jacket just buttoned at the very top. It's a very slick look.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, but I do remember that in the fan book it said that she joined Ghetto's class because she thinks he's hot, which is valid. That's the biography under more than one of the people on his team.
They're just like you for real. Like, I know your ass would be falling in line with like, I don't know if I care about subjugating humans
you know,
this much.
I'm
but
not
like,
a huge fan of people. They could die.
I'm not like against them, but
I'm not a
really
people
for
person.
them. And I just have a this feels like this is a mildly mean thing to say, but I just have an idea of you just like gleefully being the one to wash his dressings every day.
His Gojo outfit, that's right.
His Gojo outfit. Yeah, exactly.
Wash your Yaoi outfit, sir.
Wash your Yaoi outfits. I'll get those nasty Yaoi stinks out for you, sir. I will only take a small portion of sniffs for myself.
Yeah.
Just one or two little sniffles, Geto-sama, I promise.
Your Yaoi stink.
Please, sir, please, just a crumb of Yaoi stink. Neve commented to me this week that if someone wrote like a bunch of Mark's work as a yaoi, you would become the most like class conscious person on the planet.
Oh, people do that though. There's like a lot of it actually.
Yeah, I think you could really like you could become like like the leader of like a new good DSA in like 2 or 3 years time if you read enough Mark's yaoi.
Yeah, it's a yaoi focused reading.
We're back to the Toji Megami fight, and Megami tries to run away, and Toji just starts fucking throwing everything off the street.
He's very fast and accurate, so you can't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, and eventually Megami is like, okay, I'm not winning like a long drawn out fight. I have to do some sort of secret maneuver, and his secret that he's gonna base this on is that he knows Shoko's here. And we see Shoko, and she's just like chilling.
I love this, by the way, just like the line of like, okay, I can let myself get stabbed a couple of places as long as it's not like certain places, and I can just like get fixed up by Shoko.
As long as I'm close enough to Shoko, I can like go even in a trade, but actually heal, you know. Yeah,
exactly. It's like, you know, you're playing, you know, you're 2v2ing bot lane, but you gotta run out of glass. You're resilient.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, yeah, we got to, like, Yaga and Aerie, and they're just, like, chilling. Aerie's smoking and is like, you know, it was a good idea. It was actually a good idea to let Nanami fight instead of not letting him fight. So that's been nice.
Yeah, they explicitly say that she saved Ino and Jichi.
Yeah. It's, like, crazy that they... Okay, crazy, A, that they live, and B, that Sukuna does not... That Sukuna lets everyone that he plays red light, green light with live.
He was just having fun. I mean, I think he thought they exploded.
Probably.
I think Ghetto's guys do explode, right? Because they were like a little closer to the blast.
I don't know if we get anything either way on them. Like, I don't think we get confirmation in any direction. Do we see them again after this arc? Like, any of them?
I don't think so.
I know Mimiko and Nanako obviously explode very badly, but like, what about? I guess Miguel kind of comes back, right?
Yeah. He's still an ally.
But
he got the hell out of there. Smart.
But Heart Nipples, we have no idea either way.
Yeah, he said he was leaving too, so I guess he's gone.
Yeah,
he's another one of the guys that canonically joined because he thinks Ghetto's hot.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He calls him like Suguru-chan or something.
That's his guy. That's his special guy. Shoko, then, Yaga's like, I thought you quit smoking, and Shoko's just like, I'm doing a callback to my student days, actually. I'm remembering when Yaoi was happening very near to me.
Yeah, it was fucking annoying every day. I was always like, but why no Yuri for Shoko, you know? But
yeah, she was asking the question that I'm always asking. Like, where is the Shoko Utahime Iori that we have been very lightly pointed at?
Yeah, she picked her up and wiggled her.
She did. She wiggled her.
Yeah.
The amount of analysis that went into Shoko moving her cigarette from one side of her mouth to the other so that Utahime didn't run into it. Like, the people yearn for Jujutsu Kaisen Yuri.
It's so true. Did Urahime go to the Kyoto school? Because she teaches there, but it's not super clear if she went there.
I feel like she must have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So I guess, it's a long distance Yuri.
Well, yeah, because Mei... Well, she and Mei were classmates, though.
Yeah.
So who went... So one of them is teaching at a school they did not go to.
Well, Mei doesn't teach.
Well, she works at Jujutsu Tech.
She works
at Tokyo
wherever
Jujutsu,
pays
right?
her.
Yeah, but like she is like affiliated, I guess, with Tokyo Jujutsu Tech, right?
No, not really.
Is she not?
She works for
she's kind of a Ronin.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's the woman who's asking why I'm collared despite not having a dom. I am learning her the ways of a Ronin.
Good for her.
A wandering dog girl. Wait, what if it... Hey, I got you. I got one. Okay. Roninu.
Oh. See, that's just like a dog with one of the samurai hats on to me, and he looks very cute.
I'm loving this! Oh, he's got a little sword strapped to his waist.
Yeah. It's like a little sheath.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, delightful.
Oh, see, now that's nice. So Megumi and Toji are like, he's maneuvered it so that they're stanced up in an alleyway. So there's not that many angles he has to worry about. He has some bunnies around. He's like, okay, this guy's fucking fast, so I can't go by visual. I just have to hit when I think he's gonna be there.
Right. He has to feel the fucking the set play.
Exactly. So Toji like runs up on him, steps on a bunny. It squishes but turns into shadow instead, so it kind of gets him off balance. And they like... Toji stabs Megumi badly. And then, like, Megumi goes for the stab, and then Toji has some sort of, like, realization event occur. Do you think it's, like, the blood, or just, like, he got up close enough to see him, or what?
I think if it was the blood, we would have had a bit more of a focus on that.
Yeah. I mean, like, because there's the Chozo realized the blood thing earlier too.
Yeah, and that like
definitely blood.
Yeah, that one was definitely blood. I think this one is just like I think that it's he remembered he saw him up close. He was like, "Whoa, you remind me of my epic wife. That's so strange." Wait, that's right.
Wait, what's your name? Hang on.
Have I met you? Where do I know you from? Are you in something?
Are you in something? Are you like an idol?
Yeah, we had like a flashback to Toji like selling Megumi into One Direction. Yeah. And the part of this that kills me is that if you I'll take 8 million for the kid if he's got the technique, 7 million if not. And now Bitu just being like, you're not charging enough money for your son. I'll give you 10 million if he's got the technique.
He like doesn't believe it'll happen, right? Because they're all like, fuck Toji, he doesn't have abilities.
Yeah.
If he's got those 10 shadows, I'll give you 10 million. Makes sense.
If he's got those 10 shadows, I'll keep my ass in the office. I feel like every week I roll up with just like a new thinker phrase that just seared into my brain.
That's like my favorite meme right now.
It's so good. Or I'm finished.
So there's this Wooby Toji moment where he's like, whatever, selling my son to the Zenins. I mean, he's got abilities, so he'll be better than I was. And also, I don't even care. I'm sad my wife died. I don't even want this son around anymore.
Yeah, but then he remembers his wife being like, "Oh, I love you.
Take care of Megumi." He goes, "What's your name?" And Fushiguro says his name is Fushiguro. He does not say Megumi. He's like, Fushiguro, not Zenin. Fantastic. Nice. Stabs himself in the head. And Megumi makes the funniest face in the world.
Yeah, he just doesn't. What? Again, we need to emphasize: Megumi does not know what. He doesn't know who this is or what's happening. He does not know this was his dad. He will likely never know that this was his dad.
Well, it kind of wasn't, but it kind of was.
He will never know that this was a facsimile of his dad.
Yeah. He, the camera is, Toji's vision falling as he dies, and it, sees Megumi's face go, what? As he, falls down. And then Megumi runs over and flips the body, but it's grandson now, no longer Toji. I refer to him as Gam Gam's son. Yeah, Gam Gam's special boy.
Yeah, Gam Gam's special guy. Yeah, and then Megumi's like wandering away. He's like, oh, I gotta find Ieri. But then he catches a slash to the back from Haruta.
We're sick of this guy. I hate
We are
this guy.
so sick of this guy. I really hope somebody cuts this guy into pieces in the next episode.
I hope this guy dies badly. Very soon.
I hope this guy turns into two guys.
A new kind of hot dog style for the modern era.
I hope this guy goes 13 Ghosts mode.
Good.
There is a scene in 13 Ghosts where Matthew Lillard, I'm pretty sure, gets cut in half like this by some sliding screen doors.
It's one of the cooler ways to get cut in half, you have to admit.
It really is.
If there's only 3 ways, right? X, Y, and Z. This is the coolest one.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not counting for linear equations that are being done across your torso. I'm getting quadratically sliced up. They are slicing my shit in a logarithmic manner.
Ooh. Yeah, so basically Haruta like slashes him from behind and he's like, I love killing people that aren't looking. Or whatever.
I'm so good at sneak attacks.
He's not even. You're not even good at sneak attacks, idiot.
No, he's just bad at everything.
Yeah, good. Whatever. Alright, we're back to the Kusakabe squared up. Oh no, it's like a flashback to the Ghetto Sims. That's right.
Yeah.
It was like the bandages guy and the pink lady and the nipple guy and then the girlies.
Mimiko
so it was
Nanako.
like a flashback.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they were fighting. Like, oh, we don't want to be on Kenjaku's side because he's piloting our father's corpse and we don't really like that.
Exactly. He is being very nasty, treating our dad like a big robot.
Yeah, dressing him up in little outfits. We'll talk about that later.
We will. We'll have to.
But the other guys are like, well, if curses win the war of people, then that's
kind of what we wanted.
I guess it's kind of what we want, because like sorcerers will rise up and other people will be exploded. So
yeah, gamers will rise up.
Us the same goal.
Yeah, basically.
Maybe we're carrying on Ghetto's will, and his girls are like, we actually hate that and fuck you and bye. Yeah.
Larue, the nipples man, says remember he yells really loud and kills a fly.
He does.
And then it's like, remember that we are family and we will someday share a meal again. But what they don't know is that they will share the meal again in Malevolent Kitchen.
Oh, so true. Okay, so Ghetto's 2 remaining followers, I guess.
Yeah.
They're squared up with Kusakabe, and he's like, actually, this is perfect, because
he's like,
I can just
these dudes
fight
suck.
badly against them for a while and not get killed and waste time.
Yeah, I will waste their time 2K23.
Yeah. But then there's a big explosion, and they're like, oh, something's going on, actually.
Yeah. The fucking sense of dread they have surrounding Sukuna in these 2 episodes is so good. It's like, oh, this guy is just like...
He's scary.
This guy is... I've been thinking about that AMV that someone made that you probably saw. The Choso one, the one that's like a Choso video.
And then Sukuna comes. Yeah. Scary.
Yeah, and he says a League of Legends line.
He does, yeah. It's like a Kane line, right?
Aatrox.
Oh,
I am not your enemy.
Okay.
I am not your enemy. I am the enemy. Which is like that's a sick line.
It's a good line. Yeah.
I'm reappropriating that. That Sukuna said that one. Aatrox did not.
Aatrox, you're not cool enough.
Yeah, he wishes.
All right, so Sukuna's music starts playing. That's when you know shit's about to get serious.
Yeah.
His theme rules. It's very scary.
It is. He's scary.
I was like listening. I was like, damn, this shit rules. I'd love to listen to it. And I'm like, what possible time of my life would I want to just put this on? It's too scary. But he's fighting Jogo, and it's just a lot of a fight. They fly around the whole city, exploding stuff.
Yeah.
We can just call out the cool stuff, pretty much.
It is kind of just the cool stuff.
There's like multiple parts where he like flies at Jogo through the air, and he's like going so fast. There's just like a split frame of a scary face.
Yeah, it like looks like troll face at 1 or 2 points.
One of them, yeah, because the mouth is like smiling so evilly. Yeah,
exactly. I like the part where he slices Jogo's arms into like sliced cranberry.
Oh, there's a cool part where he like throws him into a building, and there's like a temperature reading in the foreground, and it ticks up really quickly.
Yeah, because Jogo is very warm at a very high...
he's doing a lot of fire. There's a lot of parts where he, like, shoots, like, lava blasts at him, and Sukuna, like, slices the lava into, like, ham slices.
Yeah, Jogo gets, like, knocked down, like, gets, like, fucking... The thing where, like a character will, like, you know, put their arms together above their head and, like, slam down on somebody and shove them through a building. And then Jogo comes back from that riding a wave of lava on a big surfboard.
Yeah, the surfboard is cool.
It is. Sukuna says ganbare, ganbare, of course.
Oh, that's his hottest line, easily.
Yeah.
Sukuna's pretty sexy in these episodes, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to say it.
Jogo slams the twin towers onto Sukuna.
Yeah, he has like lava hands that grab the towers, and it like shows that his hands are analogous, and he like tries to squish Sukuna, and he just like blasts out in a Jesus pose.
Not a silly little stupid 9/11 stunt achieves nothing.
Oh, there's the part where Sukuna's like fire skating backwards.
Yeah.
Really cool.
I just think about the thing Eddie says, where like, if someone does that to me, I'm like, I'm just quitting. Like, you got this one, bro.
He's stunting on me too hard.
Sukuna, you smoke too different. Your bitch is too bad. Nobody can take you out. Sukuna's bitch is too bad. Like, let's be honest.
We love Sukuna's bitch. We'll see them later too.
Yeah, we'll see them shortly.
He like grabs him by the head and smashes him through like an entire building to the ground.
Yep.
And he's like, the moon is shining on how shitty you are. His like jaw detaches and bleeds for a while. Looks pretty nasty.
Yeah. Jogo gets fucked up in this.
Yeah, he should have known.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sukuna's like, you have to ganbare right now. You have to be interesting to me until I kill you.
Yep. And then we come back to Kusakabe and Panda and the other two.
Yeah, because he's like summoning a big meteor blast, like a huge meteor strike Jogo is about to send down on the entire area.
Yeah.
And Kusakabe's like, we have to go now. There's a meteor.
Yeah, there are a bunch of elephants are tap dancing on ants, just like Gojo did in
just so you know, we're the ants, by the way.
We are the ants, in case you were unaware.
And so they go to run, and then Sukuna just appears, and they stop and freeze and sweat and are scared.
Yeah, and then Sukuna says, "I'm going to play red light, green light with you."
Yeah.
Red light, green light.
And he's just like loving it. He's just really playing it up. He's laughing like, "Oh, you're so scared of this meteor, aren't you?" But Kusakabe and Panda do appear to get out of the way. They go quite quickly.
Yeah, Jogo, after that meteor strike comes down, Jogo's like, "Oh, that had to have left a dent," and Sukuna's like, "Yep, if it had hit me, that would have really hurt."
So he says, "Let's do fire versus fire for fun."
Yeah. And
then he says square.
He says square. He says character missing.
How'd you do that with your mouth?
He says like Unicode 27 apostrophe ampersand ER.
He does it in the manga too, so I guess they're just like, well, we don't know what he said.
Yeah, he just...
They didn't say what he said.
The fucking Yahoo Answers question, like, what did my dad just say? I was wearing earbuds.
What did Sukuna just say? He summoned fire. How'd he do that? Yeah,
but then he pulls back a fire arrow with his fingers, and it's just...
And, like, his fire is animated in a totally different way than all of Jogo's fire. It looks fucking sick as hell.
It looks like wrong, in a way. The animators really did a good one on this one. Yeah,
the color blocking is, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, an old school, like, Japanese art, you know, like the famous wave or something like that. It's kind of, like, blocked like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sukuna's, you know, he's an old school guy. He loves classic art, actually.
Yeah, oh god.
That's like one of his character traits. He loves like classic Japanese art.
He does.
It's kind of a gap moe trait, you know? Like he's like a slice and dice murderer, but he's also like the noble haiku.
Yeah, exactly. We find this out about him next season.
But here he is with a cool looking fire.
Yeah.
He like kind of speaks in a way that implies that he's like old-timey a bit, you know? Like he has that line about the moonlight kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He definitely waxes poetic in an interesting way.
Yeah, he loves doing things like this.
Yeah, but he says we're gonna go fire versus fire. Like you did a cool move, so I'll respect you by being better at fire than you, this fire spirit.
Yeah, we're gonna go bar for bar right here.
Yeah, and then he also has this cool line, which is kind of like a sick Owen, where he says, oh, you don't know about why I can summon fire? Well, I won't explain it to you. Which is like, if you explain your ability, it's stronger, right? So he doesn't feel the need.
Yeah, my fire without the +1 modifier is not necessary. I don't need to swords dance here. I can just go for this.
I'm not explaining my shit to anyone. It is, yeah, because Jogo's like, wait, Sukuna's curse technique is slicing and dicing. Why does he have fire now? And he says, I won't explain it.
If you think about it, fire is just kind of like a big slice.
Okay. Perhaps, in a way.
Perhaps. Listen, you have to think about it really hard. If you think about it, you might be in to see that I'm not making any sense.
So they both fire up their big fire blasts, and then it's like suddenly Jogo cuts to like an all-white room where his dead friends are. And you're like, oh, I think I know what happened here.
Yeah, what happened here is that Gege said, you know what, when the animators get to this one, they're going to need a break. Let me do some nice for them for a minute.
No backgrounds.
Yeah.
So he talks to Hanami and Dagon about like, well, we did our best. Like, well, I'll see you in the next life, brother.
It is like so crazy that Hanami and Dagon and Jogo all fucking die in this arc. Like,
yeah, well, they weren't that good.
They weren't, but like they were like the group of villains. They were the 4 villains.
Hashtag, yeah.
Hashtag the 4
and
villains.
they're all like, don't worry, Mahito is still alive and he's epic, so I'm sure he'll get the job done.
Yeah.
And then Sukuna shows up and he's like, oh, this is the light flashing before your eyes? This shit fucking sucks, idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanted to become the new human? Cringe. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, should have just burnt it all down. Square up. You were strong. Be proud. Bye-bye. And then Jogo is crying, and he's like, what is this? And Sukuna's like, I wouldn't know.
I don't cry. Gay-ass shit.
And then Jogo is dead. Pile of burning
it, cuts
flesh.
out, and he's just, like, charred. Crumbling away. It's a pretty cool cut.
Yeah, it is. He has died badly.
Good.
And then our favorite little guy.
Sukuna's like, who the hell? It's Ryoumen, and they're doing a little
Sukuna is so happy to see them.
It's really fun, and some people were like mad about it. They're like, he wasn't that happy in the manga, but he's like, hey, Ryoumen, you old so get over here.
He's like, what's up?
He literally is. He's like, because Ryoumen is a person from the time that Sukuna was just big dicking around, so it's kind of weird for them to be here. But he's like, Ryoumen, this rules. You're
my guy!
Rabbit, my silly rabbit.
My dude is here.
Fuck yes. What could be better than this? And then it also shows that Megumi has died badly.
Megumi has died very badly.
There's like a lot of blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood. He is toast. Unfortunately, Megumi has died forever.
They'll explain more about how this came to be in the next episode.
Yeah. And the post credits we get like next time on, and it's just this other we'll talk about next. But Itadori is talking about eating Mentos.
I don't believe in Mentos and Coke because it's never happened to me.
It's crazy that this is like a thing from 2020. That this is happening in 2020 because that is such an early internet thing to me. Like that is like 2008-ish to me.
Yeah, this takes place in like 2018, right?
Is it actually taking place? Because I feel like in the first season they removed references to the year.
Well, I still believe it.
Yeah, that's fair. The one thing that
they explicitly said that the Young Boys arc was in 2006. So
yeah, okay. The one thing that I'm just remembering is that the fact that they changed Itadori's stupid New Year's 2018 glasses to ones that just said rock.
Yeah, they were good though.
They were okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he says, I don't believe in Mentos and Coke, and Kukusaki says bet, and then he goes, Roh!
He goes Wargorble.
Yeah, he does. He makes a Murloc noise. Yeah. Oh, the big one.
Yeah. That's old Murkai, baby.
Yeah. Okay, that's that episode.
Episode 1 done. I don't think we'll go on as many tangents in this one because there's I feel like less to talk about.
That episode was Thunderclap Part 1. This is Thunderclap Part 2. It starts with a flashback to Itadori's grandpa dying, which is how you know shit is gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you're a strong boy. Save lots of people. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, help others.
Yeah.
My last message changed the world. Goodbye.
Yeah. So Megami is like bleeding badly. He's falling down. He's like dripping everything. And Haruda's like, wow, you are kind of strong, aren't you? I can't even get in on you, even though you're bleeding. But just like the humble kimono dragon, I only have to wait.
Yeah, you're strong like that other girl that I beat the shit out of.
Mm-hmm. I guess he means Kugasaki. He does say woman, so I was like, I guess he means Kugasaki.
Yeah, it took me a minute because I can't think of many instances of her being shown to be strong recently.
But Megami falls down, and he's like, oh, okay, well, it's time to use my ultimate kill myself technique.
He posts up like a golem that you found on Route 14.
I will now be using explosion. Refuses to elaborate.
Fucking low tier god, I should kill myself now.
Well, he's always saying this shit.
Yeah.
And we get another fucking Gojo flashback. They can't stop putting him in the show.
They can't. They're obsessed with his gay ass.
Yeah, and he's doing some gay little poses. He's like sitting in a comfy lounge chair.
Yeah, he's chilling, absolutely.
Yeah. He's like, do you know the history of why the Zenin and Gojo clans are mad at each other? And Megami's like, are they? I don't know that they are.
Yeah, I went to Mad at Me Island just last week and nobody was there.
No one's ever mad at Megami. Yet. He will gain a powerful hater very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gojo's like, there in the past there was a Gojo like me and a Zenin like you who had our powers, and they fought each other to the death, and nobody really cared for that much. And Megami is like, I take this story to mean that Gojo is saying that I could be as strong as him, but he's wrong because I just have this ultimate we both kill each other technique, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have the ability to win a 1v1. I can only go even.
Yeah. I can only type in all chat worth at the end.
Exactly.
I can only loudly complain to my teammates that they did burn Ignite and Flash and their ultimate to kill me.
Yeah, ults down. Heal down.
Heal down. Barrier down.
So Megami explains his ability more, and he does do it out loud to get the power boost. But I guess for 10 shadows, you start with 2 dogs, 2 free dogs.
Yeah, you get your starter Pokemon.
Yeah, you get 2 dogs. It's like in Pokemon Coliseum. You start with 2 dogs.
Yeah, you start with 2. You do start with 2 dogs. One of the dogs has magic bounce, the other one has synchronize.
Yeah. So you have to use these dogs to summon the other shadows, the other creatures, and subjugate them is the word he uses. And you have to beat them 1v1 to gain their powers, but you can also activate the ritual with other people, but if other people help, it doesn't count for you, so it's stupid.
Yeah.
But what you can do is you can summon the undefeatable beast and say, go kill that guy.
You can just summon the creature.
Yeah. They called it like Makora for a bit, which is just the bad ship. But
yeah, we're popping the biggest bottles when Megami summons his ultimate technique.
But when I rewatched it last night, they had changed the subtitle to Maharaga. So
they do still say Makora though.
Yeah, they're saying out loud. It's like Makora. Yeah, it's like not even really similar to how it's been translated so far.
Question: did they fix the subtitle that said Malevolent Kitchen?
Yeah,
or
they
did
changed
they keep
it. I'm not happy about
come
that.
on.
I think Malevolent Kitchen is a better translation.
It is. Come on, it ties in nicely with Itadori's spaghetti dinner.
Yeah, and it like works with his powers better, like Sukuna's whole theming of being Mr. Hungry. I like calling it Malevolent Kitchen better, and I kind of like that when they were like rushing the subtitles or whatever. They're like, yeah, this is what that means. And then they have to go back and be like, oh, we called it something else before, or whatever. Because there isn't even a shrine in this part. It's only the kitchen.
No, I think you see the shrine. I think you see the shrine briefly, like upon the Tile of Bones.
Well, it's not like a closed-in domain.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But it's sort of like the shrine gate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, they decided to not call it the kitchen anymore, but I'll always have those screenshots.
Yeah. Yep. He's cooking.
Yeah, he is cooking in there. So Megami activates the ritual of Maharaga-chan.
Divine swing and ring and swing, sacred treasure, bing-a-bongs.
Yeah, and Haruna's like, holy fuck, what's happening? This is not good for me right now.
And, like, all the visuals just get so...
Yeah, there's, like, dogs howling. Awoo! Here he comes.
Awoo! Yeah, there's, like, a lot. It's like in Chainsaw Man Season 2, which we will all see when it happens. If MAPPA has any animators left that are left wanting to work for them. When the Darkness Devil summons the rows of astronauts among us guys that have been sliced in half. It's like that. It's like a procession, yeah.
And when Megami does this, Sukuna is immediately like, he's like, miles away. He's like, uh-oh. My special boy is trying to kill himself. I gotta go, babe. Hang
on. But yeah, we summon the Divergent Sila Divine General Maharaga-chan. Save me.
Yeah. And first, gay flashback briefly happens where Megami is like, I promised to not die to Itadori. Sorry, man. But I'm dying badly right now. Yeah,
he gets smacked in the head and then says, "This is in fact blood. I will not be drinking any victory wine today."
Yeah, I do like the part where he summoned this, like, crazy demon, and he looks up at Haruna and he's like, "I'll die first, do your best!"
Yeah, good fucking luck, bye!
Ganbare! And he just gets backhanded into a wall instantly.
He explodes badly.
Yeah, it's not clear what move I was trying to do. Sukuna shows up and, like, grabs Haruna before he can get exploded also. Sad. Mm-hmm. The Sukuna saved Haruna, but he's like, this was part of the ritual. I guess it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, I had to save Haruta, because if Haruta dies, then Maharaga will make sure that Megami is dead, because he's not currently, he's just mostly dead.
He's, like, in the ritual stasis. So, like, once everyone who is part of the ritual has died, then it'll be done.
Sukuna uses. I'm guessing Sukuna uses a bit of reverse curse technique.
Yeah, he
here.
like puts a little blobby hand on Megami. He's like, "There we go. You're all better."
Yeah, don't die yet.
Yeah, he says there are things I need you to do for me, which is ominous.
Yeah, who knows what these things could be? We will not see until the end of season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. It is funny how if you like know what's gonna happen and like the order of things that occur in this episode, you're like, "Oh, duh."
Yeah.
Like, they aren't actually hiding it.
Yeah.
We could have figured it out. I don't think anyone did, though.
Yeah, he gave us all the clues. Well, no, some people definitely figured this out.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Some people are smart. There are people out there in this world that are smarter than you and I, in some capacity.
It's a tough pill to swallow.
We spec very hard into understanding homosexuality, and these people spec very hard into dissecting plot.
Understanding homosexuality is important to dissecting the plot of Jujutsu Kaisen, though.
Yes.
You can find a lot of information from that path.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah, Sukuna's like, okay, I have to beat the big old Maharaga, and that will end the ritual, and then Megami will be fine, and I need him for reasons. Yeah. So I guess I'll kill this guy. And, Sukuna's kind of like a hard fight enjoyer, so it's not that much of a tribulation for him.
Yeah, he's enjoying the simulation. This is a pumpkin full of meat in his enclosure. Man, Sukuna would love a pumpkin full of raw meat.
He's eating that shit.
Oh yeah, he is scarfing.
Yeah, so he starts up the fight. He gets like blasted into a movie theater, and he comes out with like popcorn and a sippy. He's like,
yeah, he's got a grimace shake.
He likes the grimace shake, but he does not like the popcorn.
Yeah.
Why did he go
Sukuna in this episode, when we just see his technique in action, is some of the hottest I've ever seen an anime man.
He's a very sexual man, and he's good at slicing.
Yeah, he's really good at he's just like Slicer from Fullmetal Alchemist, the character that we all know and love. And,
a lot of his appeal is just that he's, like, very good at shit.
Yeah.
It's always attractive to be a very competent person. He also, makes it look so easy. He's, like, having fun the whole time. He only looks pressed, like, once throughout the entire fight.
Yeah, yep, exactly. So, the fight continues. Sukuna does 50 backflips up the side of Shibuya 109.
I do like all his backflips.
Yeah, he does so many.
I was like, is this more efficient than running? I guess.
Probably a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
Anime characters love doing 80 backflips in quick succession to evade an attack.
Yeah, true.
You know what? You know in Prometheus, the movie where like the girl's running away from like the big ring-shaped thing, and like everyone's like, why doesn't she just simply move off to the side with the ring past it? She should have just backflipped.
Yeah, she should have been doing backflips. That would have been more efficient.
Yeah.
It's like how rolling in Ocarina of Time is always faster.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So Sukuna slices a lot of buildings mainly. You know, his technique is like he kind of like draws a line and it does like a slice through everything.
Yeah. Yep.
And he slices Maharaga a lot. He slices a lot of buildings.
It's a little bit like Choso, except it's hit scan instead of projectile.
Yeah. Yeah, although there is one point later where he's like, oh, you can see my technique. So I guess it is like just incredibly fast, but it is something.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a part where Sukuna like slices and it like gets Maharaga's face, which like starts sliding off, and then Maharaga just like grabs it and like puts it back in place.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's when he starts catching on what Maharaga does, which is they're like that one guy from X-Men who died badly in the movie and everyone was mad.
Yeah. The guy who can adapt to anything.
Yeah. Maharaga can spin their little wheel and then adapt to any attack to have it not be hurting them anymore.
Yeah.
So Sukuna has to like use a variety of different moves that haven't yet been adapted to. So he does his slices. There's one part where he tries a deadly poison. I was popping huge for the deadly poison, I gotta say.
Yeah, because he's glowing like a poisoned dart frog after he gets poisoned.
Yeah, he the bubbles like foam up from the mouth, and then the wheel spins, and no longer are you dying of a deadly poison.
Yeah. There's a plane doing a 9/11 skydive.
Yeah, Sukuna did half a 9/11.
He also does many he does many.
He
more
does a lot of
9/11s
to buildings, but he only got one plane.
Yeah,
when they were famously two.
Remember how one of the animators drew MAPPA Studio getting exploded in this fight?
Pretty good. Also, there's a Pochita, is what I saw.
Oh, I did not see the Pochita!
It's like very blink and you miss it, but there's like a Pochita behind Sukuna at one point.
Oh my god. Hold on, I need to find this. I need to look at this. I need to see this. I do fucking love that little doggy.
Yeah, that little creature.
Yes! Yes!
I'd know that funny face round boy anywhere.
I know that little funny doggy anywhere. That's my close personal friend, Pochita.
Yeah, he was there and he was getting sliced badly. No, actually, I think he lived. There were just slices going on around him.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one part where Maharaga, like, attacks Sukuna with a blade to the neck, and, like, his neck summons a mouth and bites it.
Just bites it? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. He's so nutty.
Yeah, they're, like, they go in the air for a while, and Sukuna, like, cuts a train like an orange peel, like, in a, like, spiral.
Yeah.
That looks pretty cool. There's one part where he like lands near to like projector screens, like for a big advertisement or something. And he's like on the projector screens and he's also in the foreground. And then he like slices and like the viewer perspective is sliced.
Yeah.
That looks crazy.
It's nice. It's nice. Yeah,
so he's been having a lot of fun doing his slices and his kicks. And he's like, okay, well, it's time to do my ultimate ability. Malevolent Kitchen. Let's go.
Yeah, Malevolent Kitchen. But it's a borderless Malevolent Kitchen, which means it expands up to a 200-meter radius circle, which, you know, very, very easy math to know that is 40,000 times pi square meters. Yeah. So, you know... somewhere between 140,000, about 100, probably closer to like 125,000.
Yeah, it's a big old circle. And what happens when you do this is he activates his slicing and his dicing, and it slices everything alive and dead within the entire radius. Well, alive and non-animate.
Yeah,
so like buildings and stuff.
The narrator voice says it's like painting without a canvas. It is a truly divine technique, which is interesting because Megumi did something like that in last season.
He did like an incomplete domain, which I guess is like kind of different.
It's similar. It's like it's a thing you would never do if you actually know what you're doing, but when you're desperate, you can do that kind of shit.
But like Sukuna is so good that his can be open and still active, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he smartly limits the radius to not include the guy he's trying to save. And then he goes slicing mode on everything.
Yep, he does Fuga open again.
Yeah, because he's like slicing Maharaga, and they're like, oh, it's only almost about to adapt to that. And he's like, well, how about this fire? And he explodes everything.
And then there's like these silhouettes in the smoke after everything settles, which is so fucking sick.
Yeah, there's also like, they kind of showed that there were some civilians in this zone. There were like people like, huddled in a clothing store or whatever, and they're like, I think we'll be fine. Yeah,
the nice boy with the microphone was...
Yeah.
And then they all get sliced into pieces. It's very sad. Many thousands, hundreds of thousands dead.
Yeah, there were like people falling from the tops of buildings earlier too when they were getting sliced.
Yeah.
And they were like, save me! I was like, Sukuna's ass is not saving you.
No,
you don't even have any shadow powers.
They do so many 9/11s here. Like, the scope of destruction is... Like, this is... I think that I like this arc, and I don't like what this arc does for the rest of the series, because I think just like the number of casualties that are on display here is like, it puts the stakes so high, and then after this it just feels like, okay, we need to make it higher, and I don't know, it's like the nuclear level of like civilian explosion that they do here just feels like so hard to like escalate on. And I guess they don't?
Yeah, it's more like society itself is fucked more than just the population. Like, everything has collapsed around us because of this.
Yeah.
So Sukuna goes back to where Megumi is, and Haruda's there, and he's like, sorry, bye.
Get moving.
Yeah, he's like, who the fuck are you looking at? Get out of my sight. He's like,
yeah, and Haruda's like, yay, lucky chance.
Everything's coming up, Haruda.
Yeah. And then, like we said, hot dog style.
Hot dog style, but like so that all the guts are showing.
Yeah, hot dog style on the Y. I guess if you're looking at Haruta from the top down, that's on the Y axis.
Yeah,
that he gets hot
it's
dog
like
style.
So that you could like investigate all his organs in there.
Like
an anatomy book picture. He just kind of flops down. He died. Hooray! He ran out of lives.
Yeah, he died.
All thanks to Nanami. Thank him as well. He used up all his lives.
Yeah.
So Sukuna grabs Megumi and takes him over to the doctor, and they're like, "Whoa, was that Sukuna? That's kind of scary."
And then
he positions himself perfectly to hurt Itadori the most when his time is up. He's like, "Oh, I'm running out of meter. I have to go."
Yeah, my install is ending.
Yeah, Sukuna install.
My demon install.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna put Itadori right here. He's gonna love to see this. Bye-bye.
Yeah. And
well, he doesn't like it.
He comes back in, and the face that he's making here is honestly, it's comical to me.
He's like, holy shit, what?
He's just like, buh?
Well, it's hard to even process for him. And it does seem like he was like aware of all the events that happened, because he has like a couple flashbacks that include like the twins getting killed.
Yeah,
so he saw what happened in a way.
Yeah, I think that it's like he is just like being made aware of all the stuff that that happened while he was out, in a single moment.
And he falls down and pukes.
Yeah, he falls down and pukes and says, "I need to die. Yeah. I need to live and fight on and save the day." He's like
grabbing his fingers against the ground, and just like blood streaks are coming. It's pretty intense. But he is my special.
They do play specials over this, which like I kind of wish they had just let this sequence sit in silence. I think they'll like replay it
for the next episode. You know how they do like I think because this like
especially with the amount of animation they're gonna have next week, they're gonna need to make up the time.
Yeah, because this performance by Inoki, right?
Yeah,
it was like kind of teased because he recorded it like also on the ground wailing. So I think they'll like give him another kind of highlight on that, because he fucking killed it. But a lot of people are clowning on playing the song over this part where it like shows all the destruction, kind of the aftermath of everything. And I do kind of get the idea of like Itadori doesn't have time to mourn; he has to go fight more. He's the special.
He has to go be specials.
Yeah, and I like the song as well.
Yeah, it's a good song. And then Itadori steals his resolve and is like, "Well, I guess I will harden my face and go fight because there's nothing. It must be done."
If I don't keep fighting, then I'm just a murderer, is what he says.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
Itadori, you didn't do it. It was the mean man inside you. But
Yeah. It was very much your alter ego Countess Bucci flagrante in this case.
You wouldn't have done it, Itadori. But yeah, he's like, if I was dead, then Sukuna would be dead too, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I have to, like, show the reason for my continued existence.
Yeah. We closed the episode on a Gus Fring looking.
Guess who else is doing bad?
Naomi Kento. He's doing very badly.
Itadori was doing bad. Look at this.
He's a walking corpse. Like.
Why'd they have to show Nanami like that? Come on.
I have a note down here that it seems that Neve has left on my notes because I was using her laptop to take them, which is Nanami Kento will return in Jujutsu Kaisen Movie 4, Curses Across Time, parentheses, takes place in between Young Boys Gojo High School arc and the beginning of the Zenin Dusk Wedding filler arc.
Yeah, Nanami would still be active there. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad we'll get to see him again.
I want to see the Zenin Dusk Wedding filler arc.
Beautiful wedding. Nanami is kind of in a two-faced scenario where he was burned quite badly, but he's walking around.
He's fine. He's mobile.
I mean, maybe he's like, if I get to Shoko, she can fix this up.
Yeah. And that's episodes.
That's 2 delightful episodes. They look incredible. I hope we have to take a long time.
Mappa, we are gonna fucking kill you.
We are going to kill you.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, even if they put out 2 episodes, I don't know if I want to watch 2 episodes next week. Like, if in 2 weeks' time they have recorded 2 episodes, I don't know if I want to talk about them.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, like, no matter how good they look, it'll be like, well, they could have looked better if you'd let the animators actually work at a normal pace. Right,
and also, like, you just know, like, we already knew the amount of, like, labor mistreatment that went into this episode. I don't know. Like, I know I said at the top, I think that would be a taste in my mouth that is too bad for me to consider at this time.
Yeah,
but we can talk about this off the air.
Very hopeful that they will get some kind of break or strike.
Yeah. Honestly, let this let this be the last episode of Special Grade Snax we record for a year because these conditions lead to a massive boiling over of organized labor in the anime industry. Yeah, I think this would be good.
We could still talk about the manga.
Yeah, we could.
It's not like it's the better industry, but it does seem like Ege gets to take breaks.
Yeah, it does. He does that regularly.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Alright, spoiler zone.
Domain expansion Forbidden Library. I don't have anything, I'll be honest
well,
with you.
we have to discuss the beautiful woman that's been sweeping the internet.
We have to discuss beautiful sexual Nurse Kenjaku Ghetto body.
I've never seen, like, such a immediate and sustained outpouring of fan art like this in my life.
I'm barking like a fucking dog over here. Like,
There's 2 panels. There's 2 panels of Kenjaku in Ghetto's body dressed as a sexual nurse. And they have the fucking acrylics, waist snatched, tits out here.
And listen, I will keep it a buck with you. I have COVID.
And I guess because they have, like, Mahito's technique, right? So they can make the tits up the ass and out.
Oh God, yeah, God.
Because that does seem like what happened. Because the frame is a little different.
Yeah.
The tits is real.
I still haven't read the chapter for today.
Yeah, it just came out today. Like, when it leaked, like, on Wednesday, everyone was already sweating.
Like, I saw so much ghetto horny nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen. I need them quite desperately. Like, what do you want from me?
There's like so much art of, like, Gojo and Ghetto in heaven being like, holy shit, what's happening?
I haven't seen any of that. Please
send so long. Oh, okay, I will.
I'm just enjoying Gojo being like, wait, you couldn't dress up like that the whole time?
How come you never dressed up like a sexy nurse for Misukuru? A lot of that.
I don't think Gojo would... I think it's not even that Gojo is particularly into sexy nurse. It's just more the principle of the thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's his sexual boyfriend. He can do anything and it would be hot.
Yeah, that's true, honestly.
If
that's
you're
what it's
in
like
love
to have a sexual boyfriend.
Your honey sweetie dresses up in a sexy outfit, you're going bawang, no matter what.
Yeah. That's all I got.
I really like that this is like one of the endgame fights.
Yeah.
It's very silly. They're like wearing funny outfits. There was also, they were like dressed as a cop at one point in the chapter too, which I did see a little bit of fan art of also.
Canceled.
No, canceled. It's not hot.
Yeah.
Go back to being a sexy nurse.
Go back to being sexy nurse. Go back to being the girl racists that were bullies in high school instead of the boy ones.
Oh, that's so true actually. It is kind of two sides of the same coin.
Right.
It's like the like orc race woman and male difference, the sexual dimorphism of cops and nurses. Yeah,
exactly. I don't have anything else for the spoiler zone this week, I don't think. Except that Nanami and Nobara are both going to be very exploded by the time the next 2 episodes come out.
I guess it'll be 1 episode each, right? I don't think they can both die in the same episode.
No, there's no way. Yeah. There's no... Because, like, the Nanami... Oh, God. Yeah.
It is very funny to be, like, this episode where Gojo's, like, the only... A 6 Eyes and Limitless user was defeated by someone who used the 10 Shadows. Do you think this means anything? And Sukuna comes over like, well, I'd like to use you for something. Don't worry about it.
Right? Like...
It is very much, Mr. Reader, I gave you all the clues.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all I've got. Rest in peace to those who are dying next week.
To those about to die, we salute you.
Yeah. You want to wrap up, get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay. We are so graciously hosted under the Noisepace.xyz podcasting network incubator, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Uh-huh. Thank you to Noisepace, Podfather, Matt GameCube. You can find us on Twitter at SpecialGridSnacks. We sometimes post questions tweets. Sometimes we don't. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
We did. It counts.
I did. Yeah, I did today. You can find me on Tumblr, chasehoutanakas.tumblr.com. Thank you to Ognen at Kalalafair Art for our great cover art, and thank you to Noah Geist at OwlDude on Twitter for our great intro outro music, Lost in the Bug Snacks.
It's a banger.
I think that's it for me.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully there will not be an episode in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And if we decide to delay or something like that, we'll post something on
Discord, we'll let you know.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of things happening right now.
Inshallah, they get to take a nap.
Yeah.
But, until then, we find out what happened. Let's go get some snacks.
Let's go get some snacks. Goodbye.
Expedition, 13 strong, got bumpers in. Who all said